Hi guys, Neil at Italia Autos here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. This week we have a 2007 Alfa Romeo GT blackline behind me, and we're going to have a look around it and see how it's holding up. So here we are. It's in the nice metallic black colour that we get with the 18-inch blackline wheels. It is a little bit dirty, so we're going to have to look beyond that because it's a customer's car and it's in for a service today. So right, we've got some scrapes on the alloy wheels. Let's have a feel of the sills, see if it's crushed. That feels okay on the outer side of the sill anyway, but we'll see more when it's on the ramp. Rear wheel, a few curb marks. Bodywork is covered in a bit of polish as well. A few scratches along the rear load area. Rear badge is all faded as usual, but they're cheap enough to change. Rear lights aren't cracked. They're all okay. Wheel looks fine. No damage on that side that I can initially see. Another feel along the skirt. Feels all okay along the outer edge, and the last wheel again has some marks and curbing on it. Onto the interior, other than being a little bit dirty, is wearing quite well. Everything is working on the inside of it, everything is holding up well right down to the leather on the steering. The car has done 88,000 miles, so it isn't holding up too bad at all. Just a little bit of wear along here. So this is the 1.9 diesel engine. Not much to see really, we've got the big juicy engine cover on it so you can't see much at all. Everything appears to be there. Coolant is down to the minimum, so we'll have to top that up on the service. Yeah, there's nothing really to look at underneath there, but it does run and drive okay. Nothing really to report so far, which is, you know, as expected on a 14-year-old car, so it's not doing too bad. So let's get it on the ramp now. We'll check out the steering, suspension, tyres, and then we'll have a look underneath the underside of it. So right, visual inspection of the suspension. Springs are not broken. Can't feel any play in the upper wishbone. We have had the pads changed on this not too long ago. They look reasonably new, and the discs don't look too old either. Tyre does have some damage in the sidewall, but as long as it's not down to the cords, it isn't a failure. There's not that much life left in this tyre anyway. Let's try and find the wear mark. Oh, there's a couple of mil left in there, so that's okay. Back, first thing I'm going for are the rear shockers, and they do look as though they are quite rusty, so I am going to recommend that they are replaced. You can see it looks quite crusty on the underside. There's probably quite a bit missing actually. So they haven't got much life left at all. Springs are getting a little bit corroded in a few areas as well. Rear tyre looks okay. Can't see any nails in it or anything untoward. Again, this shocker isn't looking as bad, but oh yes it is. If you look on top of the shocker there, that is really nasty indeed. So it needs two rear shockers on it. The tyre itself, a little bit more damage down there and around there. Somebody's liking hugging the curbs in this one. Tyre's all fine. On to the last corner now, which is the front driver's side. Let's give the suspension a quick look over first. Shocker is okay, spring looks okay, upper wishbone's okay, brakes should be exactly the same as the other side, and they are. And I did forget to say on camera, the rear brakes are fine too. They are just worn a lot lower. And the disc is showing some signs of wear, but this front end tyre is okay. So this has got the age-old problem of the rear shockers deciding to disintegrate and rust away. But I have noticed since all this pandemic, the price of shockers has gone through the roof. So I think they're about 120 quid per shocker now. So you used to be able to spend half that. So this is getting a little bit ridiculous now with the price of used parts. So let's get it up in the air more now and we shall see what the rest of it's like. Just had a sneaky peek off camera, and this is a rare one. None of the sills appear to be damaged under the first quick look I've had. So let's give it a once over now. Right, let's start at the back. We have some rust on the exhaust back box. Not too bad on the initial look, but it's not going to last forever. Fuel tank straps, I am seeing it more and more lately where they are snapping and breaking. They're normally rusting there the most, but these look okay. Yes, they are rusty, but nothing too bad at all. Rear suspension components all look okay. Rear anti-roll bar doesn't have that much rust on it. Let's show you these sills now. All clean, no signs of damage. Just a little bit where the underseal's coming off there, but that's not any jacking damage at all there. Very little signs of rust. Even on the main points at the back here, there's not even a little bit of rust coming through. And it's the same on this side. No damage to the sills whatsoever, which is really nice to see. Front subframe, we're getting a little bit of mess on the underside of it, but it's nothing to write home about. We do have plenty of oil leaks going on. I mean, that looks like CV boot grease there. All along the back of the engine we have an oil leak. You can see it right the way up the back of the engine, so it's probably leaking from a breather hose or something like that. So I would have to look at that more. Radiator looks okay, but as we've got the under tray on, I'm limited on what I can see at the moment. Let's see, they've said that CV boot's cracked. I can't do both, hold the torch and everything, so I'm going to have to do this off camera. A quick look, I can't see anything leaking out the CV boots. It's probably had it replaced, and that's just leftover residue on that side. Oil leak, I have looked a little bit further into it, and I can't see anything on the underside on where it's coming from. Got a little bit of an oil leak from the turbo return pipe up there, but that's just a case of another seal. So yeah, all in all, it's not too bad. A few little things which need doing, but it's all right. So there we go, guys. That is all done and dusted on this one now. It's not too bad. It needs 2 rear shockers and a few oil leaks sorting out, but other than that, it's in not too bad shape. So you guys let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.